The topic is wisdom for living. Wisdom for what? Wisdom for living. If you live life anyhow, you will end up anyhow. To live life, you need wisdom. You need what? Wisdom. To live life, to enjoy life, you need wisdom. Wisdom, the Bible said, is the principal thing. Wisdom is important, very, very essential in the life of every believer or anyone who wants to live a good life. Without wisdom, life could be horrific and terrible. Without wisdom, life will be horrific, will be horrible and terrible. It takes wisdom to overcome some certain challenge. It takes wisdom to go through. It takes wisdom for you to ascend. It takes wisdom for you to overtake some battles and some challenges in life. Prayer is good, fasting is good, but there is also a place where wisdom has to play its role. You pray and fast and do everything. If you lack wisdom in the place where you're supposed to apply wisdom, you will still fall inside the problem. And you begin to ask God, why me? Why not you? When you lack wisdom. You need wisdom to live. Tell your neighbor you need wisdom to live. Nothing makes life sweet and easy like wisdom. Nothing makes life sweet and easy like wisdom. To lack wisdom is to miss the dividends of life. To lack wisdom is to lack and to miss the dividends of life. Is to miss the sweetness of life. Is to miss the aroma of life. Do you know that life is sweet? Do you know that life is sweet? Yeah. For you to enjoy and to have the sweetness of life, you need wisdom. If you do not want life to happen to you, you need wisdom. Life is programmed such a way that it does not favor any man. Life wasn't programmed to favor any man. It is your input and your hard work. It is by your wisdom that you can get the wisdom out of life. Life is like an orange, like orange. Orange is sweet, but the sweetness will not enter into your mouth just like that. You have to apply something. You need wisdom. You need to peel the orange. You need to cut the orange. You have to squeeze the orange before you can enjoy the sweetness. That's how life is. If you are looking at life, life will be looking at you, I'm not talking to somebody here. You need wisdom to get and to enjoy the sweetness of life. Number one wisdom that you need, if you're right, number one wisdom that you need to live life is avoid the lion's character. Avoid the lion's what? Character. How many of you know lion here? How many of you know lion? Oduma? It's not Oduma? Lion's character. Avoid the lion's character. The lion is the king of the jungle. Hello? Lion is the what? The king of the jungle. But being the king of the jungle does not make lion to enjoy life the way he should enjoy the life. Because of a certain character that he has. Because of a certain character it possesses. The lion is the king of the jungle. But it doesn't last. Do you know that a lion only have a lifespan of 15 to 20 years? Lion can only live for an average of 15 to 20 years. The only lion that can live above that are the lions that are trained in the zoo. The one inside the cage can live up to 20 to 30 years. For those in the bush, in the forest, live only 15 to 20 years. Do you know why? Because lion always have the nature to fight. Hello? Lions always have that mentality to attack. There is nothing that comes before the lion that the lion does not want to fight. When the lion see a zebra, he wants to fight. He attacks. When he see an antelope, he fights. Even a little fly, the lion, because he's the king of the jungle. Because of the too much battle, not that lions cannot live long, but because of too much fight and battle, his life is reduced. I don't know if you are understanding something here. Because of the fight, lions will see an elephant wants to fight. Always having that mentality to attack. If you want to live life and enjoy life, avoid that kind of a mentality. Sir, it is not every battle you see you fight. There are some you live. Hello. There are some battles you see, run. There are some challenges you see, escape. Don't be like the lion that want to fight all the time. Do you know that even Jesus ran for his life? Jesus ran for his life. The Bible said in the book of Luke chapter 4, 28 to 30. Luke chapter 4, 28 to 30. They carried Jesus to the mountain and intended to throw him down from the mountain. Jesus looked right. They looked left. Then he ran. To run from some certain battle does not mean that you are weak. To avoid some certain battle does not mean that you are foolish. It is great wisdom. Am I communicating here? Hello. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Avoid the lion's character. It is not every battle that you involve in. It is not every fight that you involve in. Your life can be cut short when you fall into a battle that you are not supposed to fight. Let people say, no, sir, it is fear. Let people say, no, sir, it don't get power. It is better for them to laugh at you and be alive than to cry for you on the day of your burial. There are some battles you should not fight. Even me as a pastor, sir, there are some cases that will come and will run. There is no need for me to be proven an anointed man of God. Moses, in the book of Exodus chapter 2, Moses, he killed an Egyptian and he buried. Another time again, he saw two people fighting. And he wanted to go and separate. They said, Moses, who made you a judge over us? Do you want to come and kill us as you kill the other person? And the Bible said the matter was made known to Pharaoh. When Moses heard that Pharaoh is now aware, Moses carried a bag, carried a shoe. He ran for his life. This was a man that was anointed. Although God has not called him before now, but yet he ran for his life. Some of you, you will see problem coming. Instead for you to run, you will bring out your chest. You are the head of the family. You are the odogu of the community. It is not every fight you bring out your chest. There are some you hide. Hello? There are some you hide. How many of you know tortoise? Tortoise. Tortoise and lion, they are in the same kingdom. In the same bush. In the same forest. Tortoise live longer than the king of the jungle. Why? Because tortoise will see danger coming. Tortoise, you go find a trouble. I don't know if you are getting something today. The kind of problem lion will see and rare. Tortoise will see the same problem. It will enter his heart. Tortoise can live up to 120 to 50 years. Yes. Are you aware? This is an animal. It's not the fastest. It's not the biggest. It's not the assistant king of jungle. It's not even the secretary in the kingdom. It's not the treasurer in the animal kingdom. It's just injured they do, you they go. Tortoise can live up to 120 to 150 years. Why? Because he doesn't engage himself in fight. He doesn't engage himself in battles. If like now you find a trouble, he go carry your head enter house. I don't know if I'm communicating here today. But when people look at us, say it's a very lazy animal. It's really very quiet. Now, Mumu, he cannot do this, but he's preserving his life. By great wisdom, a nation is preserved. They told you that community youth, they are fighting for land. And that time you go carry your cut to size, come. Now we get this community, or motor here, they will kill you, you will die for free. You say we have two people are fighting. Now then you want to show your chest. You will die for free. You want to prove that you are the most arrogant, the most powerful. Now me they talk to, you won't be Jew. That say you join anything. You don't join anything. You are just trying to exaggerate yourself like a lion. You want to prove that you are the king of the jungle. You will only die. 15 to 20 years. When I did this research, I was surprised that a lion, king of the jungle, 15 to 20 years. The tortoise, who they say, you know that tortoise is considered to be the wisest animal. Do you know the wisdom he have? The wisdom to run from battle. The wisdom. He is not the wisest because he's the fastest. He's not the wisest because he's the biggest. He's not the wisest because of any other thing. Because he has the mind, the mentality to always run from trouble. Run. Tell your neighbor, run from trouble. Not be every family wahala you go to involve yourself. Family meeting today, you run, go. Today, you run, go. Tomorrow, one day they go find out today your mother will kill you. Now maybe your car back. One day they go use it to subscribe. You don't know. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody here. Avoid the lion's mentality. The attack mentality. Lion, he is the king of the jungle, but doesn't live long because of too much battle. You see lion, you fight. You see antelope, you fight. You see elephant, you fight. You see ant, you fight. You see fly, you fight. Lion fight and fight and fight and fight. So many injuries. And he dies as if he's not the king of the jungle. May you not die like that. Amen. I said, may you not die like that. Amen. If you look at the story of Elijah, how many of you know Elijah in the Bible? Elijah was a man who commanded fire from heaven. Elijah was a man who killed 450 prophets of Baal. Elijah was that man that was very strong, spiritually strong and physically strong. So the day when Jezebel said, if I am the king, the queen of this land, if your head is still on your shoulder, you'll know that I am not Jezebel. When this man of God that is anointed the head, the Bible says Elijah Baga. He ran for his life. This is a man anointed though. This is the man who commanded fire. This is the man who killed 450 prophets of Baal. He could not challenge one woman. Not that, maybe if you pray, God will answer. But this time around, he understood the place of wisdom. You don't understand what I'm trying to say. He understood the place of wisdom. Elijah ran for his life. If you are to be some pastors, like that time I want to go 7 days. Wait, Jezebel will come. I said, wait, Jezebel will come. When you are supposed to run. See, I read the story, a man who was a very big river like this. So somehow, the boat of the man capsized. Hello? The boat when they drive can't tumble. So the man come dey help. No help. So the man began to pray. Oh God, help me. Oh God. As he was praying, before you know it, another boat came. Okay, wait. The man wanted to help the man. He said, no, go. I need God to come and help me. That one passed. Another boat came again. Come, let me help you. He said, no, I am waiting on God. God should come and help me. The third one came. The same thing. Before you know, the man drowned and died in the water. And the man got to heaven and began to ask God, God, are you not a faithful God? Are you not the God that told us if you call in the days of trouble, you will come? Are you not the God who said you will never leave us or forsake us? How is it that when I was in danger, I called upon you, you did not show up? And God said, I showed up 3 times, but you drove me away. The man was expecting angels to come, not knowing that those 3 men that came were the angels. I don't know if somebody is telling something here today. Run for your life. You know John the Baptist in the Bible. The Bible said John the Baptist was a man who came in the spirit and power of Elijah. Hello? John the Baptist was a prophet, was a man of God who came with the spirit and power of Elijah. Sir, John the Baptist, when he saw King Herod carry a brother wife, he said, no, this thing what you do is not right. How can you carry my brother wife? My brother don't die, and now you go marry a wife. John the Baptist began to talk. He began to talk. He began to talk. And Herodias, you know the story very well. When Herod was doing birthday, Herodias said, go tell your pikin, the little girl, say, go dance. If your papa asks you, what do you need? Tell her, say, you need the head of John the Baptist. Sir, if John the Baptist run for his life, that girl for not see head carry. As a matter of fact, John the Baptist ministry was in the wilderness. Wait till you come fight for city. If they found where they want for pay type of dollars, they don't want to say go on again. Because carry don't fall. So he was looking for where they would give him a very big tithe. This is where God did not ask you to come and preach, you are preaching there. And now there's a problem. Problem when you're not supposed to pull your mouth. You go put him out. Because you want to prove that he is the reincarnation of Elijah, a man of fire and thunder. He said for him to run for his life. The man, he remained in Jerusalem there. He stayed there. He stayed there, they preach. You know, you cannot take my brother's wife. You cannot do this. He paid with his head. The Elijah that he came from, Elijah heard the voice of Jezebel. He ran from his life. You who just came to represent, you stand and they wait and they took his head. I pray for somebody here. May you not be ignorant in the day of battle. Amen. I said, may you not be ignorant in the days of battle. Amen. If you can run for your life when necessary, please run. There are 3 things. Lion being the king of the jungle. There are 3 qualities that make him to be a king. Or 4 qualities. There are 4 things that makes the lion to be the king of the jungle. Number 1 is boldness. Everybody say boldness. Yes. Lion is very bold, fearless. And that is one of the characteristics of every king. A king is expected to be bold, but not to be foolish. Expected to be what? Bold, but not to be what? Foolish. How many of you know Attorney Joshua here? Attorney Joshua? No, you people are not correct. Now let you answer me. How many of you know Attorney Joshua here? You don't know Attorney Joshua? How many of you know Regina Daniel here? If you don't know, you people know. Yeah. I'm not Regina Daniel. Now not Destiny Etiko. Now know those one. But when it comes to international news and foreign news, Attorney Joshua is a great boxer. People who box. He's a Nigerian guy. I think from the West. Yoruba guy. I think he's the one holding the world championship now, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. He's a very great boxer. About 4 months ago, he had an accident. He came to Nigeria. He had an accident. As at last week or last 2 weeks, I was watching some of their whatever. So he was in the ring. He has gone back to UK now. He was in the ring, and somebody was challenging him to come and fight. If you are Anthony Joshua, come, let us fight. Accept my challenge. Let us fight. You said, you know those wrestlers. It was Anthony Joshua was just sitting there. Was just looking. He was just looking. The guy was just raking. They gave Anthony Joshua mic to fight. Do you know what he said? He said, if I am ready, I will fight. Did you get that answer? Before you made that statement, what I was expecting was Anthony Joshua to stand up, tear his singlet, enter the ring, and go and fight. With the way the guy was challenging him, come and fight. You said you are Anthony Joshua. You said you are this. You have the World Championship belt. You are this. I was expecting the Anthony Joshua to just stand up, pull his singlet, tear his shirt, enter the ring, and begin to fight. Anthony Joshua said, "When I am ready, I will fight." Don't allow anybody to pressurize you for battle that you are not ready for. That you have the strength, the power, and the boldness does not mean that you will accept every challenge. Anthony Joshua said something again. He said, 4 months ago, I had an accident. He said, I need to recover. Because if you enter that ring, but then one blow, Anthony Joshua don't go. I don't know if I'm getting something today. Somebody say wisdom for living.
Wisdom for living.
Say wisdom for living.
Wisdom for living.
Somebody just came and told you, hey, there's something I want to buy. Well, we just need 100,000. Please come. Let us do it together. And maybe that is the only money you are having now in your account, or maybe close to it. Expenses that you were never prepared for. Somebody just came. Because you're happy, more do more buy go favor us, more do go favor us. Now Libya more go, now Italy more go. Something you were never prepared for. You just enter your account, withdraw. You go for your kata. You will regret it. Expenses that you never prepared for, avoid it. Hello? I said what? Avoid it. Party when they not for invite you. If you break cup, you break chair, you go pay. Because you were never prepared for it. I don't know if somebody is getting wisdom today. Number 2, qualities that make the lion the king of the jungle is integrity. Somebody say integrity. Somebody say integrity. No matter how hungry a lion is, a lion will never eat a dead animal. Integrity. No matter how, say, lion come hungry. Lion will never eat a dead animal. No matter how difficult and how hard the economy of a forest is, a lion will never eat grass. Somebody say integrity. Somebody say integrity. Other animals can eat dead animal, rotting animal. Animals like vulture, animals like hyenas, they can eat any rubbish in the jungle. But a lion, because of integrity that he has. What is your integrity? What are you known for? Is your yes, yes? Is your no, no? Do you easily compromise? Say, na condition that make me to drink beer. It is not condition that makes you to be drinking beer. It is has been in your heart. You are just using condition as a yardstick. Say, now frustration, now make me to smoke cigar. It's a lie. It is not a condition that makes you to be wayward in life. You don't have integrity. Job lost everything in one day, but yet he retained his integrity. They ask you, why are you womanizing? You say, woman, I put for us. The woman get us a day. You know, they do me well. My wife, my your wife, that's why. And they follow so small. It's a lie. You lack integrity. Stop using that as an example. Say, because of somebody died in your family, that's when you started smoking. That's when you started drinking. That's when you started going to nightclub. Sir, you don't have integrity. Shut up. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody here. Integrity. Job lost everything one day. Did he smoke? Did he drink? Let people know you for something. That this is who you are. We know this man, no matter what, he will never lie. No matter what, he will never cheat. Let your wife know that my husband is like this. Let your husband know that my wife is like this. Integrity. Lions, no condition will make lions to eat grass. No condition will make a lion to eat a dead animal. Do you have integrity in your business? They call you for work. You reach there, you took estimate. And after doing the work, it remained 2 bags of cement. Instead for you to tell the owner, CEO, it remained 2 bags of, you went to go and dig sand and put the 2 bags inside, cover it, and tell the man of the house that, you never see some people when they do it. Yes. Then we hide the cement inside the sand, the trip of sand. Then we hide it inside, cover it. You tell the man, we don't finish the work. 12 o'clock in the night, they will come out and remove the bag and take it home. Yes. Materials that you use in building people's house, the one that is left, you color it and took it home. Where is your integrity? Where is your integrity? Let your yes be yes. Let your no be no. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody here today. It was integrity that makes lion one of the qualities that makes to be a king. A king should have integrity. The Bible says you are a king. The Bible says you are a queen. So have integrity. Praise the name of the Lord. Number 3 quality that makes the lion the king of the forest. He have what I call the dominatory authority, the dominatory power, dominatory ability. What does that mean? Lion have the capacity to dominate. Everybody say dominate. Everybody say dominate. Lion has the capacity to dominate. If lion is in an environment, any antelope when say you get where they enter. Hello? Once a lion is in an environment, they not born the animal well. When you go say you want to cross the boundary, you cross the boundary, you die. I don't know if I'm getting here. If a lion is in this environment, everywhere will be silence. The only animal that is permitted to be in that environment is a lion like himself. I don't know if I'm communicating here. He dominates. That is what a king does. A king dominates. You cannot have 2 captains in a boat. Lion is here. He's here. If you move from this environment and enter into an environment, he drives away every other animal. Those he can kill, he kill. Those he can drive, he drive. He takes full control of that environment. That's what makes lion a lion. Elephant can tolerate. Squirrel can be playing in the presence of elephants. Every evil bird they fly for his head. If they use the tail, they drive around. Lion doesn't tolerate that. He dominates the environment. He has dominatory power to take over territories, to conquer territories. Number 4, authority. Somebody say authority. Lion has authority. He has what? Authority. How do we know that? When he roars. When he roars like that, even the animals that is very far away, he recognizes the voice that now God they come. So authority. He is the only lion, he's the only animal that have that kind of a voice. When he roars, all other animals trembles. They know that, okay, that guy there around though. All the small animals go, they tell their children, don't go to that zone, no. Or God there that side, no. Authority. A king should have authority. A queen should have authority. Your voice should be heard. Your generation should know that somebody is around. Your family should know that somebody is around. Should know that somebody prays. Your voice should speak for you. Your prayer should speak for you. Authority. Somebody said authority. Say it louder. Say authority. Somebody say authority. Among all of these qualities that lion have, he have boldness, he have integrity, he have dominatory power. It has what? I said 4 now. Authority, boldness. What again? Integrity. He has all of these things, but there's one thing he lacks the most. There's something that lion does not have. It's not wisdom. I've talked about that. Lion does not have patience. You see all of these things he has, because of lack of patience. Do you know what patience does? Patience is like a preservative. You bake cake, right? Children they put small cake for inside. Preservation. There's some they say they put ethanol. Yes. Now to preserve it, right? If you did not put those things, that preservative, the egg you use, the butter you use, the sugar you use, and all the things you use will spoil. Will spoil. Lion has all this quality but no patience. Gra gra gra, gra gra gra. I don't need to understand something here. Because of lack of patience, it puts his life into danger. Claiming right at the detriment of your life is stupidity. Claiming right at the detriment of your life is stupidity in the highest order. I repeat, claiming right and putting your life in danger is stupidity. In case you don't understand the great grammar. Something happened. Something just happened. And you are claiming right, claiming right, claiming right. And your life, your head is at stake. Like for example, those of us when they travel where you enter motor, you will see one driver want to overtake another driver. This one going to do like this, the other one going to do like this. This one don't want to make an overtake her. This one don't want to make it pass me. Haven't that been said that? Yes. Huh? You are claiming right. This one is claiming right. This one is claiming right. This one is claiming right. This one don't want to let this one enter. Before you know, boom, boom. You are claiming right at the detriment of your life. Lion go see what he want kill him. Go see the claim right. Hello? Lion go see what he want kill him. He knows that this thing big person. He knows that this thing go fit kill him. He's claiming right. It is stupidity in the highest order. To claim right does not mean that you are right. If you are wrong, accept that you are wrong. To save your head. No, I cannot accept this. I'm the head of the family. I am the man. I paid your bride price. Oh God, shut up. It is not by paying bride price that makes you a right to be right or wrong. You can be wrong before your wife. Your wife can be wrong before you. You can even be wrong before your children. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody here. You can be wrong in the sight of your children. You can offend your children. You offend your children. You are claiming right. No, I am their father. No. I repeat, claiming right at the detriment of your head, at the detriment of your life, is stupidity in the highest order. We talk about avoiding the lion's character, right? That's number one. Number two, wisdom for living. Number two, wisdom for living. Gluttony and drunkenness. Gluttony and drunkenness. Who is a glutton? Glutton a person when they chop. You eat too much. To eat too much. Your mouth not the dry. You are a glutton. Gluttony and drunkenness. Proverbs 23:21. Proverbs 23:21. It said the drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty. The drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty. It is not all poverty that is caused by evil spirits. There are some poverty that comes as a result of lack of discipline. When you eat too much, you will eat your future. There are so many people today. Their house, they're supposed to be landlords, but their house is in the boutique. There are so many people today, they are supposed to be landed and landed, but their investment or whatsoever, their life is in Mr. Biggs eatery. There are so many men today who are supposed to be great men, but their greatness is in the beer parlor. If your life, you always say that life not to enjoy. You get money, you not carry woman, you not drink beer. I don't know if you heard that statement. You not carry woman, you not drink beer. What you gonna do for life? How you want to enjoy life? Now, those are the two things you see as enjoyment. You can never live a good life. Don't forget, I'm teaching you about wisdom for living. You not carry woman, you not drink beer. What you want to enjoy? When the latest clothes comes out, you go and buy. The latest phone comes out, you go and buy. The latest car comes out, you go and buy. Anything that is raining, you buy. Anything, you go there, you go there. All the money, that one, not that you are not actually poor, but you become poor as a result of your what? Lack of discipline. You just woke up in the morning. Oh, yes, I don't know. Now shawarma, you're the hungry me. Shawarma. Pizza, barbecue. You don't know how to control your appetite. Listen and hear me well. If you are too foodful, you can't be fruitful. Foodfulness destroys fruitfulness. It is not everything that comes into your mind that should enter your mouth. You cannot be fruitful and be fruitful. Every blessed day, you must drink 3. Every blessed day, you must enter inside Buddha. Every blessed day, there's something you are always spending your money. Every day, you must smoke Benzi. You must smoke. You're always spending your money in one particular thing that does not profit you at all. It is not a good way of living. I'm not communicating here. It is not a good way of living. Some people are not poor. They are just eating their future. School is resuming tomorrow now. Some parents are yet to prepare for their children's school fees. Throughout the holiday, you were buying burial clothes, marriage clothes. You forgot that children will go to school. You were borrowing money up and down from different meetings. You forgot that you have children that will go to school. You were moving from one party to another party. You forgot that you spend money unnecessarily. You forgot that children will. This term that just passed, I saw some children that never went to school at all. The money that you are supposed to keep to prepare their life, you spend it on unnecessary things. It's not that you are actually poor. Money they enter your hand, but you are the one wasting it. Praise the name of the Lord. Hello? Am I giving you wisdom for living today? Am I giving you wisdom for living today? Discipline yourself now. If you fail to discipline yourself now, you will suffer later. You can't be fruitful and be fruitful, like I said. Fruitfulness kills and destroys fruitfulness. If you don't know how to manage, poverty will teach you, but on a hard way. If you don't know how to manage, everybody sit down. What are you doing there? If you don't know how to manage, poverty will teach you. And when it's teaching you, it teaches you in the hard way. You went to work, they paid you 5,000. The moment you left the site, you enter Mama Put. What do you want? 3 satana. Mala, you get shaki. You get shaki. Right. Put 2. You got fish? Yes. Not put the tail, put the center. Put 2. You got 7 Up. Call one. Oh. No, not bring 7 Up. Bring Pepsi. Now 5,000 they pay you. Before you leave mama put place, you don't eat 3,500 to 4,000. This is somebody with wife and children. Oh. Sir, if you don't know how to manage, poverty will teach you. When you're coming home, you put toothpick here. And you enter us. All your children are looking at you. Daddy, welcome. Welcome. Well now, mama. Well now, mama. Oh now, mama. I hear you back, you enter bed, you don't sleep. You don't even care about your children if they are beating. Life will have you. If you are that kind of a person, may God deliver you in the name of Jesus. Amen. Proverbs 21 verse 20. Proverbs 21 verse 20. A foolish man spends all that he has. A foolish man spends all that he has. Nobody should stand up from this choir stand again. Nobody should leave here. A foolish man spends all that he has. Listen to me. Any money that enters your hand, you have only 3 options. How many options? 3 options. If money enter your hand, no matter the amount, you have 3 options to that money. Number 1 option is either to save the money. Number 2 is either to spend the money. Number 3 is either to invest the money. Any money that enters your hand, these are the 3 things you can do with it. Either you spend, or you save, or you invest. If I give you 10,000 now, give you 100,000 now, give you 1 million now, out of these 3, you must do one. But can I tell you something? Those who spend money are foolish. Those who save money are wise. Those who invest money are wiser. Should I recalibrate? Yes, should I repeat? Yes, those who spend money are foolish. Those who save are wise. Those who invest are wiser. But the people who are foolish, now them many pass. When you save the money is there. At least you can go back and say, okay, now maybe you want to go and think. But when you invest 3 months time, 6 months time, the money is growing. It's multiplying. It's multiplying. There's a secret I learned about a month or 2 months ago. It is called land banking. It is called what? Land banking. Land banking. You buy a land. You keep it there. Whether you pay once or you pay small, but you buy a land, 50 by 100, 100 by 100, as you can buy. Even if you don't want to build in that land, buy it and keep it. 5 years later, go and sell. You will make profit. You bought a land does not necessarily mean that you want to build there. You can buy a land. And I encourage all my members here, please, if you have opportunity to buy land in this Igwe, and go and buy. I'm encouraging, if you have opportunity to go and buy. If it's the one you can pay 2 times, pay. If you don't want to pay 3 times, pay. If you don't, you can pay 4 times, pay. Hello, I'm teaching you wisdom now. You bought the land does not mean you must build the house there. 5 years later, go back, put the land on sale. Land you bought for 700,000 5 years from now, do you know how much? Do you know how much? There are people who bought land during, those of you that know Egba, Bini Auchi Road. Those are people who bought land about 5, 6, 7 years ago, or let me just say 10 years ago. They bought land. Even my brother bought land 130,000 for 50 by 100, 90 by 130,000. It never reached 10 years old. Now Go there. Go to Ikose now. Go and price 50 per 100. A land that he bought 130,000. In less than 10 years, you are hearing so point something million. So point something million. If that young man decide to sell his house, his land today, property today, decide to sell, let's assume 5 million, he lose. No. I'm asking you, he lose? No. That is what they call land banking. Land banking. Instead of you saving your money in their bank, you save it inside land. There are 3 options to every money that enters your hand. Number 1 is what? What's number 1 option? You spend. Number 2 is what? Number 3 is what? Invest. So learn how to make use of your money from today. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Celebrate Jesus.